Hi, I'm Corey Byland. I'm the mayor of Neptune Beach, and thank you for coming to tonight's program, The State of the Beaches for Beaches Watch. Tonight, you're going to hear from our department heads at Neptune Beach about what's going on. We've had a really exciting year, and we have exciting things coming up. Daryl Calhoun is our Public Works Director, and he's going to be telling you what's happening with our infrastructure. Heather Whitmore is our community planner. She's going to tell you what's going on in Neptune Beach and what's going to be happening in 2026. Chief Mike Key is going to tell you what's happening in our police department. And Colin Moore is our Director of Parks and Sustainability. We have big things happening in all of our parks, but really, Jarboe Park is going to be finishing its last phases in 2026, and we're going to be having an amazing event called the Jarboe Jubilee in June. So enjoy the presentation.
Hi, good morning. I'm Daryl Calhoun, Public Works Director for the City of Neptune Beach, and today I'll be telling you about a few of our projects we took care of this year. For our wastewater treatment business, we returned our facility to permit compliance for both nitrogen and phosphorus after lots of great work around the facility. We implemented a new fats, oil, and grease web-based compliance reporting solution for our restaurant contributors. On the water treatment side of the business, we brought online a new potable water well and phased out 2 wells that were roughly 85 years old. For the wastewater collection and water distribution side of the business, we completed a new gravity sewer pipe crossing of 3rd Street to ensure we have plenty of wastewater capacity for the future. And to ensure reliability, we appreciate everybody's patience on 3rd Street during the construction. On our people side of the business, we had a couple of C operators that have now obtained their B license from DEP, and we're also focusing on cross-training between the water and wastewater treatment groups. In our stormwater utility, we kicked off our stormwater improvement project on Myra, Margaret, and South Streets to handle localized nuisance flooding, and we cleaned and TV'd about 4,200 feet of pipe in our stormwater utility that was constructed in 1980 or before, and glad to report we did not find any problems there. Lastly, in Public Works, we replaced 20-year-old roofs at our Public Works yard, and happy to say that the water intrusion repairs at the Senior Center are substantially complete, and we should see the reopening of the Senior Center here early in 2026.
Hi, I'm Heather Whitmore, Community Development Director. I'm going to tell you about our 2025 year in review and upcoming development for 2026 in Neptune Beach. This year, Neptune Beach saw a lot of new development, and next year is going to be even more exciting. First, we have the Chipotle on Atlantic Boulevard. It's been open since late summer. Upcoming next will be a recreational lounge on Atlantic Corridor as well. It will have all kinds of activities like a pickleball court, mixed martial arts, as well as karaoke and cocktail lounge. Following that, we anticipate that all these will be opening up in the former Winn-Dixie location on Atlantic. We know that a Fifth Third Bank will also be coming to Atlantic Boulevard at the old KFC location. We also have 7 Brew anticipated to come on the Atlantic Boulevard corridor right in front of Winn-Dixie beside the Value Star. It'll be a drive-through coffee shop. In 2026, we expect to welcome Rev Brewing to Neptune Beach. It'll be a beautiful remake of the old Day and Night Movers on West Atlantic, just in front of the DMV. It will have a small brew house, a restaurant, and outdoor seating. Finally, the most exciting new development that we can anticipate in 2026 is the Jarboe Park office building. It'll be a beautiful 2-story modernist building with integrated landscaping into Jarboe Park. This will be the greatest investment that Neptune Beach has seen in the past 5 years. In 2026, we will continue to focus on quality service, the fastest, the friendliest, and the most responsive permitting office in all of Florida. We're focusing on quality professionalism in our staff. As many of you know, our longtime employee, Piper Turner, will be retiring in 2026, so please make a point to say goodbye to her before she leaves. Thank you for making 2025 fantastic, and we'll see you next year.
Hey everyone, Chief Key here, and for this year's 2025 year-end review State of the City address, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take you on a ride along with the members of this agency to hear directly from them about our 2025 accomplishments. Let's go. Hey Phil.
Hey Chief, how you doing, sir?
Good man. Appreciate the ride along.
Yes, sir. Officer Phil Mazzo. I've been with Neptune Beach for about 5 years now.
Nice.
I've been with another beach agency for about 5 years prior. And now I'm one of the motormen here
Awesome.
With the agency.
All right, so we're going to talk vehicle graphics. This year in 2025, the agency got an entire rehaul of the vehicle graphics, which are really fundamental for your brand, right? The brand of the police department. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I think they've been widely accepted by the public. Previously, we had a bunch of cars that were unmarked and marked, and now that all the vehicles are marked, it gives us a more professional, clean look across all of our vehicles. I think it's also a pretty cool thing that we incorporated the badge that we wear every day into the decals. That was a pretty cool thing that we did.
You mentioned you were a motorman as well here. We have 2 motorcycles. They add a lot of community involvement. The motors can get into, I'm sure, places that.
Oh yeah, that cars can't, obviously.
For sure.
So yeah, it's definitely a huge benefit for an agency to have.
Well, Phil, thanks so much for taking me on a ride along and talking shop.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Appreciate it, man. It's good to see you.
You too. My name's Joe DeZampo. I'm a police officer here at Neptune Beach.
So this past October, we were just recently reaccredited. How important it is to our agency, to our community.
It's a voluntary process. Encompasses rigorous, almost 300 standards. Sometimes they'll ask about police pursuits and other, important subjects.
So another big project we did this year, early on in 2025, was roll out our school speed safety camera program. People have slowed down. People still do speed, and they speed still, unfortunately, through school zones. Have you seen much of that?
During the school year, I'd spend most mornings and afternoons some time in the school zone, and doing enforcement. And I've certainly seen a drop when I've been out there monitoring now for things such as cell phone violations, which you also can't use in the school zone. So I think it's also allowing us to look for other violations besides just the speeders. For the past decade, we've had a standing order to make sure during school zone hours that if a patrol unit is available, we make sure we're in the zone to be able to slow speeders down.
A call for service comes out, though. It draws resources away from those school zones.
One of the great things about technology is it's not saying we don't have to do it anymore. It's just giving us the availability to make sure that something's always being done.
Joe, appreciate the ride along, man.
No problem, Chief.
Yep. See you next time.
Sounds good.
Jason.
Chief.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Jason Haynes, police sergeant, currently assigned to the Bravo squad.
Served in the military?
United States Coast Guard, and I actually did some counter-drug operations.
Well, I appreciate your service. So we're talking training. A lot of advancements in our training curriculum, and I know you in particular have really elevated the Neptune Beach Police Department's training program. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
What I do is I handle the high liability training. So that includes a medical CPR first aid component, firearms, vehicle operations, and defensive tactics. So throughout the year, there's FDLE mandate in each one of those topics. I think we've been able to elevate that specifically as an example with our firearms program. It's easy for somebody to stand there on a flat range and shoot at a target at a comfortable pace and say that they were successful and at the end have a very pretty piece of paper. The reality is that doesn't advance a skill set to a point to understand where you need to be in order to be effective, or advance your ability to be effective.
So, Jason, thanks so much for taking the time to spend a little bit of time and talk to me about all you do at the Neptune Beach Police Department. I genuinely appreciate everything you do.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you coming out and taking a ride.
Yeah, for sure. All right, last but certainly not least, the midnight shift of Bravo Squad. Thanks for sitting down with me for a little while and talking body-worn cameras. So the agency went to them just this year. Tell us a little bit about them.
They've been a great tool for investigative purposes by gathering evidence and then utilizing them on our traffic stops, and then just giving the citizens the feeling of just knowing that everything's being recorded.
Jared, I heard that the body camera can translate different languages. Can you show us how that works?
Hello, I'm Officer Geis, Neptune Beach Police Department.
Hola, soy el oficial Hayes del Departamento de Policía de Neptune Beach.
Yeah, it's super helpful. All right, guys. Thanks. Appreciate your time. Let's get out there.
Sir.
All right, and that's a wrap. On behalf of the men and women of the Neptune Beach Police Department, I'd like to thank you for coming along with us and listening and learning about some of the amazing accomplishments that as an organization we have done. As always, Take care of one another and stay kind. Thanks. Have a great new year.
Hello, I'm Colin Moore, the Neptune Beach Parks and Sustainability Director, and occasionally King Neptune for special events. I'm going to cover some of our current projects for this past year and some that we have scheduled for the future. This past year, we're excited to have added new beach showers at two of our most popular accesses, Lemon Street and Florida Boulevard. An additional shower is planned for Seagate Avenue in 2026. We are also working with U.S. Congressman John Rutherford's office on new dune walkovers at 8 locations with a federal funding request of $1.6 million. We are in the process of implementing stormwater improvements for bottlenecks in the Hopkins Creek drainage system. State Representative Michael and Senator Yarborough have assisted us with funding for new culverts at Bay Street and Davis Street, and the City of Jacksonville has provided $9 million for culvert replacements at Florida Boulevard and Forest Avenue. These projects are currently in the planning phase, with construction anticipated for 2027. And finally, for special events, in addition to our Eco Easter egg hunt and movies with the mayor, we're going to introduce a new event in 2026, the Jarbo Jubilee, to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. Please join us at Jarbo Park on Saturday, June 13th for music, games, and festivities. All right, well, it's been a great year for the Parks and Sustainability Department, and hope to see you on the beach soon.
Another great addition to Neptune Beach is hiring a dedicated tree professional. That's me as the city arborist, as well as project manager, so that we can have more trees that are beautiful like this one for people to enjoy. Major city beautification project we undertook was the redesign and planting of the butterfly garden in the center of Jarbo Park. It's a beautiful space surrounded by ponds and fountains, and now you can come here in the summertime and be surrounded by flowers and butterflies galore. Looking forward to phase 2 construction at Jarbo Park. We're gonna see major improvements on this field so we can have events, games, and anything that you will imagine, markets, Jarbo Jubilee, everything will happen on this field. We're gonna make sure that it's looking really good and very usable. We're also gonna make big improvements in the organization of parking at the park. We're very much looking forward to getting back into our senior center and using it as an event space. Put a lot of hard work and money into repairing it and getting it up into good condition so that we can use it for good events. In 2026, Neptune Beach will get its very own pump track. If you don't know what that is, imagine basically an 8-foot sidewalk that goes around in a circle, has all kinds of undulations and ramps and things you can go around in a circle without even putting your feet on the ground. It should be a lot of fun.
All right, now that you have heard from all of our community leaders in Neptune Beach, you know all the exciting things that have happened and are going to be coming towards you in 2026.